and welcome to Brief History of Ninjago Masters of Spinjitsu, my favorite TV show. This is bare bones explanation because I am lazy. And with that said, let's get on with this. Pilot episodes. They were 4 of them, and they weren't, I don't remember watching them, but they weren't anything special. I don't remember much. There's this dude named Kai. He fights with a sword and he has a bad temper. He works in a blacksmith shop that was apparently once his father's. Well, he also has his sister Nia, but their parents are nowhere to be seen. Even though they live and they mention them, they're just gone. Then there's this mysterious dude comes into the shop, and his name is Wu, but we learn that later. And he's all like, oh, you need to be more patient and whatnot, and Kai just kind of loses it. But yeah, then skeletons capture Nia, and Kai just goes and, what the hell? And Wu says, oh, do you want me to help get back Nia? Well then follow me to the Thundercloud Monastery. I will introduce you to the ninja team. You will be one of them. And there he meets 3 other people. 3 pretty swell dudes. First up is Cole. He is the leader of the team. He uses a scythe and his element is earth. He's strong and he's afraid of ghosts and dragons, but yeah. Jay, element lightning. He's an inventor. He uses nunchucks. So yeah, he's comic relief, but he's pretty funny. I like him. Zane is really weird. He uses shurikens. His element is ice, and nobody knows anything about him. Like, he's an enigma. Nobody knows him. The first Spinjitsu master apparently created all of Ninjago, but then split it in half because one side was evil while the other was good, separating the 2 halves. He used the scythe of quakes, the nunchucks of lightning, the shurikens of ice, and the sword of fire to create Ninjago. Now, if you're wondering what the hell Spinjitsu is, it's a martial art that allows you to spin around and basically be cool and all and beat up bad guys. The first weapon they encounter is the Scythe of Quakes. First person to perform Spinjitsu is Jay, and dragons. The pilot episodes end with them releasing this dude named Garmadon outside. He apparently was better and super evil. Season 1, Rise of the Snakes. This is the first season. It isn't that good, but whatever. I have to cover it anyway. It's like the first season. It introduces a lot of characters. Yeah. The earlier seasons are kind of trash. I don't really like them that much. Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon, he's stealing candy from a village, and the ninja go and stop him. And because of that, he seeks out the caves in which the Serpentine, basically 5 tribes of snakes, were imprisoned during the Great Serpentine Wars. He meets and becomes friends with Pythor. Pythor is just really using him to get something, but as if he's gonna tell Lloyd that. There are 5 tribes: Venomari, Hypnobrai, Constricti, Vampires, and Anacondrae. And the Anacondrae only Pythor. There are 5 staffs, 1 for each tribe, and together they can be used to summon somebody called the Great Devourer, aka Large Snake. The ninja meanwhile learn that there's gonna be a better ninja, the chosen one, aka the Green Ninja, and they go to qualms with who is going to be the Green Ninja. Zane basically learns that he's a robot. He's a robot. Wow. Surprise, surprise. That's why it was so weird. He achieves his full potential, which basically goes for every elemental master, that they become, better at using their element. And he reaches the first. The season finale ends with Garmadon taking the golden weapons and just KOing the damn snake. So yeah. Season 2. This one, I don't think it has a title. But basically, not a lot actually happens here. Just a load of garbage. The chosen one being Lloyd. And since, they can't really put a kid against, the main enemy, they basically kind of took Lloyd and aged him up with some tomorrow's tea. There's a whole, story behind it on why it happened. But basically, the whole season is just, Garmadon messing with the ninja, so, really. Garmadon gets separated from the entity called the Overlord, aka some sort of corruption core, I don't know. The source of all evil in Ninjago, really. Then the Overlord is a dragon. Lloyd kind of beats him with his green energy. I seriously hate Lloyd. Anyways, Garmadon looks like a normal old man now. I kind of like him better that way. He doesn't look so evil anymore. Oh boy, season 3 rebooted. I haven't actually really watched this season, so bear with me here. It's I don't really like it. It focuses on some pretty boring character. The Overlord wasn't actually defeated. Now he's in a computer, and Pythor, who's now white, although I couldn't find the proper image, is helping him escape. The main thing of the season is introducing this robot named Pixel. She's... I hate her. She's pretty basic for a character. And she has this love-dove thing with Zane. And despite her knowing love, she unwittingly makes a love triangle happen between Cole, Jay, and Nia, who's setting Cole and Jay against each other. God damn it. God damn it, Pixel. Then, Zane sacrifices himself to save everybody from the Overlord 2.0, but they both die in the process, which is kind of sad. Season 4, Tournament of Elements. Lovely season, second favorite. I just kind of love it. Brilliant freaking season. Mwah. So this dude named Chen invites a whole bunch of elemental masters to an island to compete in a tournament with the one person, winning everything. The elemental masters are basically people with control over the elements, like mind, light, and, earth and fire and stuff. Basically more of them. There they meet this mysterious girl named Skylar. And, she's a master of Amber, meaning she can copy other elements. This will come in later. Kai and Skylar have this thing going on, despite the fact that Skylar is a spy. That's where the Amber part comes in. Oh boy. Basically, Cole and Jay Cole basically lets Jay win, and there the whole argument ends. Basically, it turns out that Chen's using the depowered elemental masters to make noodles, while this dude named Klaus is a giant snake guarding the underground noodle factory. The end, all of the Chen's friends just go and turn into snakes and fight against the elemental masters. It's really weird. Oh, and Garmadon kind of dies at the end. He gets sent to the Cursed Realm, which will come in just a few seconds in Season 5, Possession, which revolves around ghosts, and this is my favorite season. This is where I actually started watching, by accident, to be honest, but I love it. So through the portal in comes a ghost named Moro, and he wants the realm crystal to set the preeminent free. What is the preeminent? Well, that doesn't matter. The realm crystal basically allows people to travel through the 16 different realms / dimensions of Ninjago. So Moro wants the crystal, so he possesses Lloyd and takes Sensei's staff, which apparently holds the key to finding the crystal. He absolutely owns the 4 now depowered ninja, and gets away with everything. And then you can just kind of chase him around for a bit. Nia becomes turns out she's the elemental master of water, and she starts training to become the water ninja. So girl power, I guess. Oh Jesus. They need to scroll their jitsu to continue their travels, but Moro kind of stole the original, so they go to get another from this dude named Master Yang, who has a cursed temple. And Cole kind of becomes a ghost because of it. But hey, they got the scroll. Also, this is where he becomes my favorite character, because I just love paranormal stuff. Moro unfortunately gets the crystal, but at least Lloyd is safe, I guess. Kinda wanted him gone, but whatever, I guess. I hate Lloyd. So the preeminent is defeated by Neo with a bunch of water, like a tsunami, because apparently one of the ghost's weaknesses is water. Lovely. Season 6 Skybound. This I didn't actually watch too much of it because technically it didn't even happen, because in the end the characters just rewinded time, and that's it. Only 2 people even remember the events of the season, Jay and Nia. But what happens is this Jin named Nadakon, like, assembles a force of pirates to take revenge on Ninjago because his own realm was, like, destroyed or something. And, well, Jay and Nia kind of hook up. They're also, as I mentioned before, the only two people who actually remember what happened during the season. They departed. This isn't season. This is like a 40-minute special. Jeez, I kind of hate this one. Like, it was so badly paced, and yet it revolved around Cole. So Cole and Yang just gotta fight over this Yin Blade, which basically, I don't know, it's a magical MacGuffin. I don't know what it does. Samukai, which, it brings back like a ton of villains, one of which is Samukai, one of the skeletons that kidnap Nia, and Moro actually helps, and in the end, Cole gets the Yin Blade, turns into a human, and everything's all good and well, except for Yang, who's stuck being a ghost forever. Season 7, Hands of Time. Didn't really like this one. I mean, the original writers weren't there, so yeah. So basically, there's this mysterious dude arrives with a time blade, and he, like, backhands Wu, like, man, Wu gets owned. So it turns out that he's one of the time twins, and that the dude at the museum, Dr. Saunders, is actually one of the time twins, and they got separated in a time loop, and now they have to get the time blades. Oh yeah, and then Kai finds his and Nia's parents, and a weird-ass blade that lets them fuse his and Nia's dragons. Then in comes Master Wu, who is just like, he just sacrifices himself in the season finale and just sort of gets warped. Season 8, Sons of Garmadon. Oh boy. I don't know. This is the only season, like, where it ends on a real cliffhanger. Harumi. She is the Princess of Ninjago, and, like, she would have been a total Mary Sue if it hadn't been for one thing. Yeah, and she gets hooked up with Lloyd. I kind of hate them both. They're both kind of idiots in some senses. Oh, Jesus. So basically, there's this dude in the Quiet One who wants to gather 3 Oni masks to resurrect Garmadon, or rather the shell of Garmadon, only the evil side. It turns out that the Quiet One is Harumi. What a twist. At least she isn't Mary Sue. So yeah, they kind of, do that, and Garmadon's here, and it turns out that Boo is like a baby now, and he's like there with Cole all the time. Like, stuff happens, time dilation. Oh, and then like Jay uses some magical tea to whisk the original ninja into another realm, the first realm of Dragon and Oni. That would be the end. Forgot to conclude a few things, but other than that, yeah, this